Okay, so resulting in unemployment is the first lead. Second is speeding up the world. Third is a manipulating the human behavior. Okay, so I'll start. So we are here to focus on the artificial intelligence is a new emerging technology, as we all know, and we will be discussing about what it has, what it actually has impacted us. So there are three leads. I'll be picking the first one, that is the unemployment, because I belong to a certain sector where it has actually impacted the lives of multiple people. So I'm just going to quote an example of late 1950s, when these technologies were not there. People were not having jobs, and everything was manual, but still that was a happy moment for all of us. If you remember your old days, when internet was not in our lives. Okay, this 3G, 4G, 2G, okay, nothing was there. We were handling the things manually, most of the things, but still our life was at peace. But if you see today's condition, we have so much technologies, so many things which has made the life easy, but still we are not at peace. Okay, so I feel this artificial intelligence is creating hurdles for us by making the things more easier, and that's why it is ruling out the manual intervention and the all this employment possibilities and scope from where people were having the employment and they were feeding their families. But all those things are getting done through a technology, or any kind of other stuff. So it is really impacting the lives of the people who are working in different domain, and it needs to stop because there is no end. Okay, we have grown so much, we have came so much forward in terms of technology that there is no end. Okay, the more you do research on certain things, there will be a new possibility getting opened in that particular domain, and you can do multiple things about that. But we as a human have also a responsibility to have a keep keep a certain boundaries to that, so that we can have peace in our life. Okay, we were having some manual, what we say,
Sorry, sir, you
uh,
keep yourself on the mute when we speak. There's echo over there.
I'm not getting a word for that. I'm talking about the wars. Okay, so when uh, I'm not getting for that. I'll cover this statement later on. So that's it from my end. Now you guys can take one lead and you can go ahead.
Sorry, sir, slow down.
So as far I think the manipulation behavior of the human is like have a major concern, as we can say that exploitation of human biases detected by AI, and it is being done in many forms, like person being addicted of these kind of technology. So I can see after this COVID-19 pandemic, many people and like children as well, they were being addicted of kind of technology, and now they like it is a kind of essential part of their life. So people like who having not these kind of cell phones or Android phones, so they feel like they have a kind of complexities in their mind. They feel that their status is very low in the society. So these kind of things are like being devastated. But like if we see the deviances of this kind of technology, it plays a major role. If we see the values of an human being is being decreased, and the people they are not giving that much concern to their priorities because of this kind of AI. AI used to detect the like the daily schedule of an individual, and as per their requirement, it used to flash that product on their ads to us that like they needed to buy that particular product. So, as per my views, the AI is hampering the human behavior.
You're done with your point, Suri sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, please keep yourself on still here now. My point is that it is speeding up the development of the world. You can see everywhere the artificial intelligence has, came up with a revolution. Even in data analysis as well, you can see if manual data analysis is being done, there are chances of a lot of fault. But when artificial intelligence is used over there, it will come with accuracy, and it will be giving a very accurate result. My friend Suri sir was talking about this, that even your online behavior is being observed by the AI, and on that basis they are pitching you the products, they are pitching you the videos on the YouTube. So everything is being watched by the artificial intelligence, and on that basis they are feeding you something. So apart from this, I'll be talking about the construction sites, even the bridges, and a lot of new architecture you have seen, that is because of the artificial intelligence. I'll be talking about the medical field, which has got benefit from artificial intelligence. Even I can especially talk about the eye surgery, and a lot of other surgeries are there which are done with the help of the artificial intelligence, and that too with higher accuracy. If human intervention was there, you might have observed a lot of complications, but it is because of the artificial intelligence. Even in railways or in bullet trains, you can see artificial intelligence is going to be installed so that the accidents could be minimized. Like all the already we have seen that in trains and all, the accidents are minimized because of the artificial intelligence or sensors, whatever technology they use. And apart from this, the concern which was raised by Satya was very genuine, that it is leading to unemployment. Yes, unemployment, the major cause behind unemployment is the higher population of the world. The world population is near about 700 crore right now, and that is really huge. That is a kind of burden on the planet. So artificial intelligence is going to create a problem, but we can't neglect the fact that artificial intelligence is the technology of the future. Those countries which were developed and they were overpopulated, now their population is shrinked. Very less number of people are residing in those countries. You can take the example of the Japan, Europe. So these countries are like their population, most of these countries are facing decrease in their population. The similar thing is going to happen across the globe. So at that time, we won't be having this much amount of human labor or human workforce. So artificial intelligence would be playing a crucial role in next 50 or 60 years. So that was the point from my side. Thank you.
So my friend DN was talking about the role of artificial intelligence in the medical fields. He talked about the eye surgeries and other operations and medical terms. Okay, but you also need to understand what is the source of this. All these illness or disease, or kind of uh, medical condition. If you talk about the eye surgeries, okay, if you talk about the cancers, if you talk about the any other thing, you find that AI is directly or indirectly responsible for that. Nowadays, everyone is stick to their phones, using them extensively, keeping their phones near to their bodies, and a lot of radiations keep on emerging, keep on emerging from these devices, which leads to various disastrous condition of health. and later on we again went to the this AI dependent equipments where we get treated. So AI is something which is which is putting us in loop. Come utilize me and then I'll give you the solution. Okay, so it is a kind of you know uh, source of issues and then it is a solution. So it's a complex web which we are fallen a trap now. And that is true that it is giving boost to the economies to the multiple nations, and it is building the nations, it is generating the money. But at the end we all humans are in the trap. The AI is the technology is the source of all the issues. If you talk the mental illness, if you talk about the depressions and any major issues that the current masses are going through. So directly or indirectly these are the products or the byproducts of AI only, and then we go to them and we are dependent on the AI only for the treatment. So we are the generators and we are also a solution implementer for this. So that is my take in this.
As far as AI is concerned, we have to understand the phenomena between the man-made or man-handled machines and AI-handled robots. AI-handled robot means we are giving a kind of neurons to them so that as per them they can generate their thinking, their thoughts. And the man-handled machines, like still they need a kind of algorithm to work upon a function. So machinery work is totally different from this AI. The major issue is AI. Like Diansa was talking about the eye surgery. So in that field, like AI is not like that is not a kind of a major part of that operation. What doctor needs, like they are using a kind of machines to operate your eyes. And the second thing, if we see the social impact of this AI, it has a kind of a large part in the society. Like it is possible that it is doing good in education and all and other departments, but the major part of the society, which is being like with the people, that is being affected. And I'm telling you about this, like if you having a kind of irritation with this kind of AIs. So we have seen and we have observed the behavioral changes in the humankind after this COVID-19. We can see that behavioral imbalance was found in the personalities. So my concern is like AI is fine, but up to some departments only. Like in education, in science and tech, you can use it in a like good ways. But if you are granting a kind of a whole thing on whole power to the on the hand of this AI, so this is going to harm us for sure. Thank you.
Yes, I do agree with the point raised by both of you that artificial intelligence and whatever technology we are using, it has side effects as well. And ultimately, it is putting us in comfort zone. And because of that, a lot of diseases are occurring inside our body. And majority of the people are, suffering with the diseases because of their comfort loving nature. Earlier in past, people were hardworking and they had to go through a lot of physical work, and because of that the basic diseases which is occurring nowadays that were not prevalent. But still I'm saying that in medical field you can see a lot of diseases and a lot of operations are there. Many operations are done when a kind of accident takes place. Accident is not a kind of disease because of the comfort. It is a kind of disaster, or it is a kind of bad thing which happens all of a sudden. So in that case, whatever development we have seen in the medical field, that is ultimately going to save the humanity or the human life. And here I'll be talking about the Google Maps. because you can see that there is also artificial intelligence which guides you when you are in traffic, or when you are in a city or in an unknown terrain. Everywhere it guides you. So in the past, what we used to do, we used to ask the people, and a lot of times we were misguided. But right now, with the help of this kind of technology, we save a lot of time, and ultimately it speeds up our life. And recently, I was reading about the news that this year India is going to get impacted with heat waves. So it is the forecast by the Indian Department, IMD. So they have used artificial intelligence to predict such kind of weather information. So in all these spheres, artificial intelligence is doing great. And if we talk about the research as well, suppose if you are working in a particular field, you are doing your research. So earlier it was a very tough task to get the data that whether whatever you are working, if somebody has already done that, that your entire research work will go in vain. So with the help of the artificial intelligence, you can easily check the plagiarism that whatever you are writing, if somebody has already written it, then your research paper will not be accepted. So in every sphere, it is going to help us. Yes, I do believe that it has certain negative impacts. We can minimize it because when we started flying with aeroplane, at that moment of time, a lot of accidents took place. But that doesn't mean that it was harmful and we should stop it. We what we did, we came with the we came with the improvement every time we failed when we were flying a plane, or if a kind of accident took place. So we took the measures to correct that mistake, and right now you can see a huge traffic is there in air. Lot of flights are there every day. People are flying from one place to other place, and minimal number of accidents are there. In the same way, artificial intelligence is a kind of gift. Whatever side effects or negative effects are there, we can work on that to minimize it.
Yeah, my friend mentioned and discussed certain points regarding the medical usage and the other point as well. So I would like to mention that it's not like that we have AI nowadays and then only people are or doctors are equipped well to treat certain medical conditions. If you talk about the very old age, very if you talk about the history, when in our Vedas, Achar, Shoshot, and Dharmant were there, they were also treating the peoples with their Ayurvedic technologies and the old technologies. I would say this everything was possible, everything was there at that time also. But now we have fascinated these things in such a way so that we can earn more. A normal operation, they call it some different using some different terminologies and to make it very look fascinating, and they exaggerate the things by saying, no, we brought this AI technology, we are using this machine, this do like this do like that. Okay, just to earn certain money, they are looting the people in names of AI, which was not even required had we not bank upon the AI and the technology part. So people were living at peace in olden days, but just to it's a human nature, I would say. We are not at peace in our with whichever resources and things we have. We want to explore the things, we want to explore something, and in that race we have reached till this point of time. Happens in western world also, they were also here and there, they were also doing this and that, and they have reached a certain point where they have got this understanding, no, this is too much, now we have to go back. Okay, so now they are also marching backwards. Okay, they are done with the things. Okay, they are literally frustrated. Okay, so now they are going back to their their history. They're reading their history, they are coming to India also, just to know the things, how was the oldest civilization it was, and how things used to work for us. Okay, so That's it in regards to this. And again, I would like to cover one more point which Surendra Bhai has spoke about, that it's not only about the human behavior. Okay, he mentioned about the neuron technologies through which AI is learning. Okay, if you see, it has a huge impact on us also. Okay, when imagine a scene, or back in 1950s or 40s, people were having that emotional quotient. Okay, they were having that emotional linkage, they were having that human quotient between them. They were used to ask, they used to participate in the uh, happiness and the sadness part of the life. But nowadays people are like machine because of AI only. They don't have that emotional quotient. They don't feel, they don't have that what we say, there is a word, again I forgot that word. Is this DN is aware of that word? E. It starts with E.
Emotional intelligence, what?
Not emotional intelligence.
EQ,
uh,
emotional quotient,
Single word, it's a single word. Empathy. Okay, people don't
empathy.
have empathy now. Okay, because of this AI only, we humans are also like a machine nowadays. We don't have that much feelings left in our in our in our mind, so in our heart. So that is also a product of this AI and technologically motivated innovations. So that also needs to be stopped. And we are humans, we can never be a machine, and we should not be fascinated with the things which are technological driven. Although it is making our life easy, but we as a human who believes in living in a group, who had a psychology of sharing the things between each other, we are losing that taste nowadays, and because of this AI only. So we should go back to our roots. We should share our happiness. We should share our you know uh, problems. We should have that kind of gathering now. But nowadays we don't have that, and it's a sad reality of today's world.
Okay, thank you, sir. Like if I talk about an individual, like if a person who is working with a AI or working with an technology for next 6 to 8 hours in a day, and after that if he goes to the nearby communication center and he used to get together with the people, so first of all, like you people will observe his mental ability will be reduced. The performance level of his mind will be minimized, will be compromised. And if I talk about the society, that we can see the design flaws or faulty and imbalanced data that is being fed into algorithm can lead to biased software and technical artifacts. So a single AI can like start or can begin a buggery in any area. Like by using this means people are like creating kind of flaws in the social networks, so that a lot of buggeries are taking place. Recently, we have seen an accident in the Allahabad region where a man was killed by another man because in his Facebook a kind of misleading data was produced against him. So this kind of misunderstanding is being spread through these AIs and algorithms. And like we can see many social medias are there, like uh, this Twitter and that Telegram, Instagram, we can see that people are being influenced easily. So first of all, we have to understand and we have to decide the area like where we have to stop this AI. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be first speaking on the point which was raised by Satya. He was talking about that we should go back to the past. I think that that is a point which I have not agree with him. Uh, because if we see the human, if you see the evolution of the human being, right from wheel to artificial intelligence, it took multiple number of years, and even say thousands of years, we came to this stage, and it happened gradually. So every development has brought us to a new stage. Right now, we are at a stage that we are about to explore the life on the other planets as well. So on those fronts, artificial intelligence is going to help us. Even if you see, for humanity, a lot of people are threat. A lot of you have seen terror activities. In multiple terror activities, you have seen that 3,000 or 4,000 people were killed in a particular building. It shows that even if you want to save the humanity, you need to come up with such kind of artificial intelligence. In If you talk about our armed forces, they are serving in high altitude area that is more than 18,000 feet. So on that, even life is very tough. So they are using a lot of equipments to get a kind of comfort. Satya, sorry, please keep yourself on mute because it is echoing. Okay. So I was saying that even on like if we have robots to fight with the enemy countries or the enemies, we can pose them at the high altitude and at the terrains where if we are sending human being as a soldier, so it would be tough. So first of all, I am not agree on that point that we should go back to the back stage. Now I'll be talking about the working hours. As Suribhai was talking about the point that if somebody spends 8 hours on front of a screen in coding or whatever data they deal with, so after that their behavior is changed. But I think that companies are advised to deal with this, and that's why they are mostly try to engage their employees in co-creational activities as well. And their office hours, even the working days, has been reduced, and they are following the guidelines of the government. Even though they are most of the companies like multinational companies are following the international norms, so they are trying to maintain a balance in this. And if you're talking about the behavior, like a lot of times we see the bad behavior by the people, so we can't directly blame it to the social media because if we go back in the history, you might have heard about the rulers in India that lot of rulers uh, acquired the throne after killing their own brothers. So that kind of weak mentality was already there. So human behavior might have been influenced with the social sites or with the artificial intelligence, but already a lot of bad things were there in the behavior of the human, and ultimately we were animals. So in last 1,000 or 2,000 years, we have been, we have came up with a kind of civilized atmosphere. We have came up with the democracy, equal rights, and all. So at this stage, you can see the behavior of the human being is far better than the age of the Changiz Khan, where he used to make a pile of skulls. So we can blame artificial intelligence, but entirely it should not be blamed for the human behavior or for the manipulation of the behavior. That's all what I wanted to say.